I know I didn't announce this one very much today. I wasn't really quite sure if I was going to do it. But I'm going to try something a little different here. Actually, I might move this over here on this side of the computer. There we go. At least now when I look at the screen, I'm going to try and watch my comments. Hey, look who's here already. Maybe because someone had the bell click this time. I'm trying to see if I can get this to work, because I've never had my laptop on at the same time, so I can try and see the comments, but my live video is not showing up on... Hey, there it is. Okay. All right. There we go. Now I can see it. So yeah, 200. Woo. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm kind of expecting at this point. I know some definitely came in from my contest, so I fully expect some of them to disappear. That was the first time I ran a contest and used that Gleam website, and you can see all kinds of analytics from it as far as what type of entries are coming in. You have to pay if you want to see much more than a kind of a generic email, and if you want to see all their demographic info, it basically just shows the city and the state and what they did to enter. Mine had the 3 methods: subscribe, tweet out the contest, and follow me on Twitter. So now there were, I believe, I don't know if I can get to it on my computer, but over 2,500 entries. But that number includes, so the main entry was to subscribe to my channel, and that was worth 20. And then I did retweet or tweet out the contest. That was 5 entries. And then following me on Twitter was 5 entries. So really, in essence, one person could get 30 entries at a time. And then the tweet and the follow me on Twitter, or the tweet, I think was a daily. You could go back and enter it daily. So the 2,500, I think it said, I'd have to go back to it later. I can't get to it on my computer right now. But I think there were like 180 entries total, like specific individuals. So basically I have to go through now all those individuals and make sure that when I hit click winner, it'll pick a random winner, and then I can validate that based on what I had put in the description of the contest, meaning I have to be able to verify that you're a subscriber, because it is a subscriber giveaway. I want it to go to a subscriber. So we'll see if I actually lose some now that the contest is over. Hopefully not. I didn't see a big drop. The contest, I made a mistake on Twitter. I said it ended the night of the 31st, but it actually ran through last night. It ended at midnight last night. So we'll see. I've gained a few more today. I hit 200 overnight, and I think I'm at 206 now. So 5 more by Monday. I tweeted earlier that would make 200 subscribers in 30 days. I don't even know what's going on right now. I really don't. I don't know what's going on. What I do know is I think I'm going to make the live stream a regular thing. I don't know if it's going to be Friday nights, probably, because it's easiest for me. But I'll see. Maybe I'll put out another Twitter poll and see when most people would be able to watch, because obviously it's fun when you get to interact with everyone. And I know Friday nights, some people are out. Not me, I'm boring and old, so I'm home by myself. Melissa's at work. The kids went to their moms. So I'm all alone with the pets. So exciting Friday night for me. But it is exciting. I mean, 200, so I started doing drone videos over a year ago, and I sat at, like I said, January 5th, 11 subs. And, you know, like a lot of the people I've come to know now, I started doing this not with the intention of getting famous on YouTube or anything like that. It was just something I've always wanted to do, and I enjoy it. And, if anything, it was a way for me to look back on memories, on stuff that I did. So to hit 200 and to do it that quickly is kind of mind-boggling, to say the least. Hey, there I am. Was I gone? Have I been talking to myself this whole time? Thank you. Did the live stream go bad or something? I've been live for like 6 minutes. Could you guys not hear me? No? Am I cutting in and out? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Hi, Denise. It's so weird. I'm seeing the comments pop up on my phone, but then I'm looking down at the computer and there's a delay there. But I want to do this because the last 2 live streams I did, first of all, I had the phone turned the wrong way. So my camera was like on this side and the comments were popping up over here. And I have this thing where I like to look into the camera so it looks like I'm talking to you guys and I'm not looking off at the screen at something else. So I always miss the comments. So I wanted to set up my laptop this time so I could glance down and make sure that I can actually read them this time. Denise, you have so much snow out there. I got to tell you, I moved here to Portland from Chicago, so I'm no stranger to snow. And it's very pretty to look at, but boy, I do not miss that at all. Thanks, Bubba. Hey, thanks for popping in. I'm glad you guys could make it. I know this was kind of an impromptu deal here. I was going to announce it earlier, and then I wasn't quite sure if I was going to come on. So I think I just tweeted it out maybe an hour ago. So, I figured, well, I'm sure some people will show up. But, yeah, Denise, that looks really pretty where you live. Is it really quiet out there? Because it seems like it would be, except for the oil truck rolling in. Let's see with the delay here on the comments. It's very quiet. Yeah, and I bet you, especially with the snow, that was one thing I did like about the snow. If you can go somewhere where there's not a lot of traffic or people around, that the snow helps absorb even more sound, and it just is so quiet, and I love that. I love when it's really quiet like that. But I don't miss it. I don't miss coming out from work and spending another half an hour, brushing my car off before I can even leave. I actually just had in my Facebook moments or on this day, I had it come up from the big snowstorm. It was, I think, 7 years ago. I'll have to tweet some pictures. I have a picture of Gabby standing in the walkway that I shoveled out. And, I think she was, oh gosh, like 4 or 5 at the time. And the snow is up to her shoulders. It was probably a good 3 feet deep. The house that I lived, yeah, me neither, Bubba. I'll drive to the snow if I want to play in the snow. I'll drive there, and then I want to be able to drive out. So it took me. I obviously didn't go to work that next day. There were really bad accidents. downtown, which was where I happened to be working. And I just missed. There were people. There's a road that runs right along Lake Michigan in Chicago. It's called Lakeshore Drive. And I took part of that home to get on the expressway to go back home. And there was a bad accident on there. I missed it by about a half an hour. And it ended up trapping people in their cars for like 14 hours. Cars were just abandoned all along that road. And I remember going back to work a day or two later and seeing what they had done was towed the cars off of that main street onto all the side streets. And some of the cars, they basically put on an announcement: if you abandoned your car from this street north, your car got put on these different spots. And if it was that point south, it went on these different spots. And I remember seeing cars sitting on those side streets where the job I happened to be working on for 3 weeks before people finally came and found their cars and picked them up. It was so bad. So maybe after I'm done with this, I'll tweet out some of those pictures of how deep the snow was. But it took me a good 5 hours just to shovel a path from the back door. So the house that I lived in, Chicago has alleys, and our little parking spot was off the alley. It was just kind of a dirt patch. But just to get a path wide enough to walk through and dig the cars out was about 5 or 6 hours of shoveling. It was no good. So it does rain a lot here. I've had a couple people ask me, because obviously I really picked up my vlogging probably in the last 2 months. So obviously the weather had started to turn, but it does snow here occasionally, but it does rain a lot. But I will take the rain any day. And what's nice here is it rains on and off. So most people here really don't carry an umbrella, even if the forecast is calling for rain. They say that's how you can tell a tourist walking around Portland is they have an umbrella, because most of the time the rain doesn't last very long. So you really don't need one. Let me see if I can catch up now here. I got to do better at reading the comments. Let's see. I hate it. You want to live in Florida? Oh my gosh. I lived in Florida for, let's see, it was about a year, way back in high school. I lived in a town called Palm Harbor, which is basically on the west side of Tampa Bay. It's like on the other side of the bay. Vlogger, I don't know if you know where that is. Palm Harbor. Let's see if she knows where it's at. Nope. Well, I'm assuming you know where Tampa Bay is then. It's basically on the other side of Tampa Bay. I loved Florida. I love Florida a lot. Maybe one day I'll retire there or something. I don't know. I really love Oregon. Yeah, it gets cold here in the winter, but it's green here all year round. There are trees that lose their leaves, but just if you haven't yet, or if you're new here, go watch my What We Found in the Woods video, and that gives you kind of an idea, because obviously that was maybe a month ago, how green it is here. There's a lot of trees have this nice dark green moss on them all year round, and I just love it. I love the mountains. Where I'm at right now in Portland, suburb of Portland, basically, there's Mount Hood, which is the big dormant volcano here, one of the big ones. That from me is about an hour and a half away. And then the other way is the ocean, about an hour and a half to get to the closest touristy ocean town. And then even I think it's maybe a 3-hour drive. I could be in the desert. Central and Eastern Oregon is all desert. It's really weird. Oregon is so cool. When the first time I came out here to kind of check everything out before I actually moved here, coming from the east, you come into Eastern Oregon on I-84, and first it's kind of green and mountainy, and then you get into like it's almost desert. And then Central and South Central Oregon are very deserty, and that's an area that I always wanted to I want to go to. They have what's called the John Day fossil beds and the Painted Hills. Google that. It's really cool looking, and I want to go, and there's certain areas over there you can dig for fossils, and it's really cool. But yeah, so 200. I don't even know. I don't even know it. I really don't. I never thought, I know I hit the 100 really fast. I hit that on my birthday, January 20th. And now, what is this? 10, 11, another 2 weeks later, right? I went up another 100. I don't even, I tweeted earlier, I think it was today. I said, I don't know who, well, I know some of who, and you know who you are. But there must be other people that I don't see regularly sharing my stuff or telling people to get that many subscribers in that short amount of time. I don't understand. I tell my kids, because obviously my kids are at that age, and they're all over YouTube, and they love watching YouTube, and they ask me every day, how many do you have now, Dad? How many do you have now? And so it's kind of cool to see them excited too. And of course they ask me, what are you going to do when you're famous? What are you going to do? And I'm like, whoa, okay, slow down. I mean, 200 is a lot when you're starting out, but let's just, Dad's not doing this to be famous. I don't have any, false realities that this will make me famous one day. I just do it because I love it. And it makes me happy that other people like it. Like, to put yourself out there, that's tough. As a lot of you know who are watching this are fellow YouTubers and vloggers, and it's tough to really say you like doing something and then put it out there for other people to see besides just yourself. When I started doing drone videos, I kind of just edited them and kept them to myself and didn't really put them out there, put them on YouTube. Or I think the first couple, they're on there now and everybody can see them, but I kept them private. Cause I was like, well, I don't know if I want people really seeing this yet. And if you look, I don't know, how many of you know who Sean Cannell is. He's part of, Think Media. He tweeted a clip of one of his, I think if not his first vlog, I think it is his first one. And it said something about, start ugly, but start. And it was just so funny. And now I go back. So my first attempt at vlogging, if you could say that, is the video on my channel called Behind the Scenes. That was when I was focused on just doing drone videos. And so I kind of attempted to vlog, and it was, to me, it's more like one of those cringy dad with a camcorder on vacation videos. So if you haven't watched it, go give it a watch and then compare it to, maybe one of my newer videos, and you tell me how big of a difference there is there. But it's just funny, and I'll keep that up there forever, because it is funny to go back and like, wow, okay, that was pretty good, maybe not. Also, I know I also have a poll out on Twitter right now, asking, because I know some of you who are watching right now, and I know I've had some people tweet me on Twitter asking for some of my help. Let's see. Your first vlog is so cringy, you deleted a lot of them, but I kept the first one up just so I can remember where I started. I'm going to scroll back and watch that after this. I was showing some love to everybody right before I started this. That's kind of why I was late. I said I was going to do it at 8, and I was watching, I don't know if some of you in here know Comic Zealot. She does unboxings, and she did a Marvel unboxing. And I love Marvel, so I was like, ooh, yeah, I got to see this. And who else was I watching? Vlogger, don't worry. Today you didn't get the big screen treatment. I watched yours, I think, on lunch. I think it was available. So I watched, or no, did I watch it on the big screen? Yes, I did. Yours was one of the first ones I added to my queue. So I saw your puppy haul. Denise, I watched yours on my lunch, I think, is what it was. Or maybe on my break, because I commented on yours way earlier today, didn't I? I'm waiting for a response. The delay is funny. Yeah, you did. Okay, yeah, that's who. Okay, I knew I watched one of your guys' on break earlier today while I was at work. But so far on my Twitter poll, drone assistance is winning. And I gotta throw it in there. Vlogger said I should do a tutorial on how to be awesome. So maybe that'll be a second one. I don't know how to be awesome. You used to be shy and reserved, but vlogging has brought you out of your shell. Yeah, I could kind of say the same. I've always been outgoing, usually in a group setting. And I think I've mentioned it a few times before, some of the things that I used to do as a kid. And we all have that one like dream that's kind of like, on the back burner. It's something you always wanted to do, but you got to kind of follow, reality sometimes. And one of the things I always kind of wanted to do or be was an actor. And I know vlogging isn't necessarily acting, but it kind of is, because obviously, what you put in an edited video as opposed to something like this is more real. There's no cutting anything out. There's no, when you have tired bags in your eyes from a long day and you've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning, there's no editing that stuff out. But in a vlog, like I said, I don't necessarily think it's acting, but you got to kind of put on, I don't want to say put on a show, but be energetic, and because that's what people want to see, I mean, obviously, yeah, there are videos out there, but there's an audience for everyone. That's what I always say. And anyone new watching, or, who doesn't do this or is thinking about it, there's an audience for everything. So if you think your idea or something that you want to do on YouTube is not worth it, or nobody would want to watch, there's an audience for everything. Think about, I know a lot of other YouTubers don't like gaming channels, but I mean, imagine the first person that said, I'm going to sit here and just record myself playing a video game. And now that is a huge, I'm subjected to Minecraft videos on that TV a lot. More Minecraft than I ever wanted to see in my life. But, people watch it. And if there is anyone new here, or if they come later and watch this, just remember your audience. You really got to look at your analytics and see who's watching your videos. I see, like, in the small YouTuber Army Facebook group, people are always asking, I'm not getting views, or I'm not, can you critique my channel? Or, well, on the views that you do have, look and see who's watching your video. It shows you. If none of you knows how to look at that, let me know. Maybe that's another video I can do, how to really look at your analytics. I mean, you can see where in the world they're coming from, who, male or female, and what percentage of them, the age groups, all that stuff. And you can even break it down by video to see, that particular video, who watched that video, where, how, did they search for it? Did they, are they a subscriber? Did it come from some external website? Did it come from the YouTube search bar? There is so much information in there. I haven't even dug all the way in there yet. I think as of right now, but I think mine's skewed just because of hey, I am Tommy. Thanks for joining me. I wish there was like a list. Like it shows, there's 3 people watching. No, you can't click on it. I wish besides people commenting, there was like somehow you could see a list of who's watching. So that way when like someone popped in, unless, they don't comment right away, you can see them pop in and welcome them before they comment. Especially since there's a delay in seeing the comments and then, actually saying hello to that person. Anyway, sidetrack. I haven't even dug that far into the analytics, but I do look at it. Me too, vlogger. I remember the first time, mine were all United States for the longest time, and now I look at it. Let me see. Now that you say that, I'm gonna open up my analytics here and see. I believe my second biggest is Canada. I think is my second biggest. Let me just bring that up really quick. I'm gonna see. But I looked the one day and there was like, I don't even know how many different countries. It was kind of crazy. Let's see. Top 3 is UK, US, and Australia. They love you down under, do they? All right, let's see. Analytics. That's another thing. Those new watching or just starting out, watch your view time, your average view duration. So if you typically make 10-minute videos, and like right now, my average view duration, which is up from the last month, obviously, my average view duration is 4 minutes and 23 seconds, which means people make it 4 minutes. So what I need to do is go back and look at my videos and see what happens at that 4 minute mark. See what I'm doing or what I'm transitioning to try and keep the people who are clicking off engaged longer than the 4 minutes. But that's just a little trick. Let's see. Demographics. So my biggest audience, with most watch time, would be actually the age group just below mine. I'm 42% 25 to 34-year-olds. And then my next biggest age range is my age range. It's just flex. Oh man, I don't think nobody wants to see that. My next biggest age range is 35 to 44. So for me, I'm hitting, for the most part, I'm hitting my target audience, someone my age, dad, family vlogger, not doing too crazy of things. I know my taser video, that was pretty nuts. Will I do anything more crazy than that? I don't know. At least another minute. All right. I might throw that in there, Bubba, just for you. So you better watch. I'll do something. I'll film a separate clip, and then when I'm clipping everything, where is this going? I'll just throw it in there right at whatever my average view duration is. When I edit it, I'll throw in a clip of just me standing there flexing, or maybe doing the Shia LaBeouf, just do it. So yeah, I mean, I'm hitting my age group. The taser thing, that's probably, the craziest I'll ever get. Maybe, I don't know. What is it? 40. It's time for midlife crisis, right? I'm actually pretty even between male and female viewers. I actually have the high side is female. Basically on almost everything, I have more female viewers. Not a lot though. Like let's say the 25 to 34, it's 53 to 47%, and then 35 to 44 is 52 to 48. But I'm killing it with the ladies in the 45 to 54-year-old age group. 89% of my viewers in that group are females. So I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it good with the slightly older ladies. Traffic sources. That's what I wanted to look at. Right? I think that's where it's at. No, that's where it's coming from. Oh, here we go. Playback locations. Let's see. No, that's not it either. Where's the one that shows... Help me out. Where's the one that shows where people are watching? What tab is that again? Audience retention. I thought it was playback locations. Maybe I'm wrong. You, Denise, are you falling in that age group? Traffic sources. Is that it? No, that shows where it comes from. That just changes the graph. Oh, you don't have your laptop. All right, hold on. We're going to find it. I want to find it now because I'm interested. I haven't actually looked at that in a long time. Let's see. Now I'm missing the comments. Oh, you're a midlife crisis creator? I thought it was under demographics. Maybe I'm wrong. See, this just shows a graph. That just changes the graph. Oh, where is it? I swear it was under playback locations. YouTube watch page. Oh, there we go. Okay. I had to click on YouTube watch page and then it brings it up. So my number one is the US, then Canada, then the United Kingdom, and then India, and then Australia. And South Korea. Let's see. That'd probably be the majority. South Korea, France. Let's see what's the most kind of, I don't want to say obscure, but let's see. That gets down into, I think, people accidentally clicking on my videos and not meaning to. Germany. Yeah, I got Germany there too, but it's not a whole lot. So my longest, let's see, let me look at one with a lot of views so it's not skewed. South Korea. Let's see, watch percentage. The average view duration in South Korea for me is 8 minutes and 59 seconds. So they're almost watching the whole thing. All of them. The U.S., we're slacking here. U.S., 4 minutes and 26 seconds. That's it. I'm going to see if Bubba's suggestion works and just start flexing at 4 minutes and 27. Actually, no, it'd probably be a little bit before that because if they're clicking off at 4:26, we want to jump in there maybe at 4:25. All right, yeah, so that's my top. So my top 5 is United States, Canada, the UK, India, and Australia. Those are my top 5 locations for playback. Let me go back to this. Intro. Let me scroll back. I'm going to try and catch up on the comments here. That is one thing I'm going to, just because I saw intro, that's one thing I need to do, not necessarily an intro. I don't know if I'll ever add an intro. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like how I start off my videos? It's usually just me talking and then it jumps to like kind of either driving or walking or, you know, and then I just kind of flash my name and the number up. I know a lot of people do intros. I don't know if I'd switch to intros or not. But one thing I do need to do is I want to film a channel trailer. I just don't know exactly what I'm going to do for it yet. I don't know if I'm going to do like a montage of other videos. I was kind of thinking, because like what I like to do, if the rest of you would watch through the whole thing and not click off at 4 minutes and 27 seconds. At the end, what I'll usually do is I'll pick 2 or 3, like either just weird stuff and I'll throw it at the end, like after my end credits and the cards and stuff pop up, I'll put like 2 or 3 clips at the end. So I'm wondering if I just don't take a montage of all those clips and make that my channel trailer. Will Smith with the Carlton dance. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, that actually would probably be so funny. Vlogger, you said video was so good it didn't need an intro. Which video are you talking about? Are you talking about Bubba's? They were strippers. Yep, I do remember that episode, Bubba. I used to love that show. I don't want to say used to. I still love it. I wonder if it's on Hulu now. Okay. Bubba video. See, I put my laptop here to watch comments and I'm still not watching it because I'm trying to look in the camera to engage you guys. I'm trying to scroll back now and catch up. Okay. I was kind of going back to the camera shy stuff. Really, that birthday video that I made where we went to that kind of a weird place, that was the first time I really kind of vlogged in public. I want to do it more now. Was that the most difficult for all of you guys to like hold that camera out? Those of you who vlog like I do, was that the most difficult thing to do, to hold the camera out in front of you and you know? I wanted to do it. Where did I say I wanted to do it? I think I was talking about that in the last live stream, about pointing out people looking as I walked around with the camera. I still might do that grocery store thing. I said that in the last one, that I want to just go into the grocery store and be like, excuse me, I have 200 subscribers on YouTube. Did you know that? Like, can I please pick out a banana now? Or something. Okay, am I back yet? Maybe? Looking at my laptop. It says I'm streaming. Hey, all right, there I am. All right. I'm back. Y'all, can y'all hear me now again? Looking for comments to come through. Okay, there we go. Yeah, banana. Like, just to, like, obviously I'd need help with that because I don't know if I'd want to do it holding the camera and then going up to people, because then obviously they'd see the camera. I'd almost rather it be like a candid type thing where, like, you know, obviously I'd need help. Maybe I'd get Melissa to help me and she could kind of hold the camera, or maybe I'll just shoot it on a cell phone, have her shoot it on a cell phone so nobody really can see the camera, and see if I can catch people's reactions. That actually might be a good... Yeah. Did you know I tased one of these things in a video? Do you know what happens? Here, let me give you the link, and you go watch what happens when you tase a banana. That might actually be a perfect use of my lav mic. I have a lav mic. I talked about it in my other video that I never use. And that might actually be a good use for it. I don't know. Maybe that kind of plug it into the cell phone and have Melissa kind of stand away. That way I'd have the lav mic on and kind of catch and see if they say anything or if they just walk away from me like I'm some kind of weirdo, which they wouldn't be, you know, too far off. I've been called strange before. So anyway, so I think right now it looks like I said before, the drone video is going to win for the tutorial. I'm hoping, obviously I'd like to actually get some footage outside of actually flying it and explaining some things and then tying in footage with the video. But mine's not waterproof and I don't have the money to replace it, so I'll probably have to wait. So far, you never trust the weather, but so far next weekend here looks pretty good. This weekend it's only calling for a 50% chance of rain, so there might be a window in there somewhere where I can, you know, at least shoot some of the outside stuff. I don't know. I think I want to put more of a script together for that one, so I don't just kind of, I don't want to forget anything. I just want to hit like main points. I want to keep it a very basic, like for beginners. It's just some rules and tips and tricks to do when you first buy one, and things that I've learned since flying one. And there's a lot of complicated things when it comes to that, especially depending on what you get. Usually, if you are gonna get one to like include footage in your vlog, I'll maybe throw some out there that, you know, because the one I have obviously is pretty expensive and not everyone can afford that. And I kind of used a work bonus for that. So, but there are less expensive ones. The real good one that looks like could be good, that's not quite as expensive. I mean, it's still expensive as you're basically buying another camera that flies. Is the DJI Spark. It's real small. Still takes, I think it's 1080p video. So that, I mean, you know, 1080p is just fine for most people. Mine shoots in 4K, but I hardly ever, you know, use 4K footage. My main camera doesn't take 4K. You know, my cell phone takes 4K, but I've also found trying to edit 4K footage, I don't know if any of you have anything that records in 4K. You know, a lot of cell phones record in 4K now, but actually trying to edit 4K footage is insane. Vlogger, you would know my pain because you and I use the same editing software, and it's bad enough sometimes with just, you know, 1080p thrown in there, and you start like you said, adding all those effects or cuts on top of stuff, and it just starts sputtering out and sputtering out. You know, you're turning your preview quality down to low quality, and it looks like you're looking at something, you know, from the 1980s, the first cell phones that came out with a camera. Yeah, don't even remind me. Yeah. Like you said, you upload it, so when you render it, you're uploading it directly to YouTube when you're doing that. See, I don't do that. I always render it and I save it to my desktop, and I actually watch it all the way through again just to make sure that it rendered properly and there's no mistakes, because I don't want that thing going live out there with mistakes. I can't be having that. But that's just me. That's probably why I only do a weekly video, because I am like so... One of these days I'll... Oh, you do it private. Okay. Yeah, Bubba. I think Vlogger asked that too. If anyone rewatches their old videos, I watch them all the time. And then, of course, I look back too, being just the person that I am and kind of a perfectionist. Again, like that was the point I was trying to make. why I only do a weekly video, because it does take me so long to edit. That, you know, when I first started, I did one every day, and that was just crazy. I was getting like 3 hours of sleep a night and trying to go to work, and then I'd come home, and it was just too much. But I think I'm too much of a perfectionist, probably. Oh, Mike's here. You finally made one. I'm so much of a perfectionist that even now when hi Allie, even now when I rewatch, we were talking about you guys that just came in, we're talking about how everyone rewatches their own videos. So I was talking about how I will rewatch my videos, and then I think about either other footage that I took or other little things that I could have thrown in there to, you know, ooh, that would have been funny to put in there. Ooh, that would have been cool to do here. And then it's like, well, I'm not taking it down because then I'll lose the views, and then I don't want to repost it. But I do that all the time. I don't know if anybody else does that. Like when you rewatch your videos, especially after it's already been posted on YouTube, like you think about things afterwards, things you could have done differently. I'm not a stalker. Bubba slides into everyone's live streams. He's got that bell clicked. You can't watch him or you'll delete him. Hey, speaking of, Mike, when you blowing that car up, dude? I'm waiting to see what he says. He's supposed to blow up a car. For those of you who don't know Mike, he does he actually did a really creepy abandoned video. Like he likes to go into abandoned places, and I love those kind of videos. Go over to his channel and check out his most recent abandoned video. He caught some pretty weird stuff on tape. So go check that out. I always wanted to do one of those. I love doing that. Like, I know people always get flack, or I don't know, you know, this seems to be like such a wide spectrum of whether people believe in ghosts or not. You know, I had that question in my Never Have I Ever game video, as far as whether or not ghosts exist. And I think I talked about this in another live stream too, about how I think that, you know, your body when you're alive, your nervous system produces electricity, and electricity never really goes away. It goes somewhere else, but that electricity doesn't just stop. It goes somewhere. And I think there's the taco night. Yes, that's right. Let's taco about it. For all of you that don't join vloggers live streams, this is copyright vlogger. There is a certain word that I will not say, but it is something you do when you enjoy someone's content. You go to their channel and you hit a certain thing, and then when you hit that thing, you will get notifications that that person has uploaded a video. Ooh, you said the bad word. Vlogger, what are you doing? You already got 2 strikes on you, girl. You better watch out. So instead of saying that word, because I think YouTube flags it, because there's so many people out there doing the stupid sub for sub crap. I probably shouldn't have said that either, because I just said it. But anyway, oh my God, that would be so cool, Bubba. Sorry, squirrel. You know what? I'm gonna tell you a story. Right after I finish this. So we call that S word tacos. Like I'm gonna give you a taco means I'm gonna go to your channel and I'm gonna hit that certain button and show you some support for your channel. And as I've always said, I got a comment earlier today, and Actually, I saw some in the small YouTuber army too. I don't want to call it a backhanded compliment, but it's almost like people are getting creative and asking for a sub for sub. I will always, if someone comments on my video or tweets me on Twitter or whatever and asks me to go check out their channel, I always do. Always. I'll go look. And if it is something I'll watch, I'll subscribe. If it's just, beauty channels, I'm yes, could I use some beauty? Probably, but that's just not for me. But I still, even then, if the content is well done, I'll watch at least one video. And if the content's well done, I will try and find them on Twitter because that's where I'm most active, and I'll try and follow them. And, when they put out a tweet that says they released a new video, I'll retweet it. I'll like it. I'll still support them, even though I may not necessarily give them a taco. I will still help them and promote their channel because, like I said, 51 minutes ago, that there is an audience for everyone. So I may not be your audience, but I will help you find the people that are your audience because so many people have helped me. I didn't get to where I am without all of you. Just everyone, actually taking the time, and that's why I do it. I will take the time and I will go watch a video, not just go subscribe to somebody just because. Yeah, I got tacos. Who wants to see the tacos? But I will still help because that's how, a month ago I was, not that I'm known in the YouTube community now, but I was unknown. Nobody. 11 tacos, and now I'm at 200 and I don't even know what it is right now. It's 2 something. And I didn't get there without help from all of you. So if I can return that help in any way, that's what I'll do. I will shout people out. I know there are people, and one of these days I have to start kind of keeping track of who's, really shouting me out. There's a lot of you. Mike is one of them, Vlogger, Denise, Bubba. I think pretty much everyone watching right now, it's hard to see who's still here, but the people I see commenting right now, all of you guys are out there and I see you retweeting or liking my tweets or sharing my stuff. And, I didn't get where I'm at now without you. So I will help everyone that I can that I think, is putting out good content. I will share the crap out of it, whether it is, my particular taste or not. I put it out there because someone is going to enjoy that content. It may not be me, but for every me's that don't like it, there's 10 people that will, and vice versa. I know there's people that aren't going to enjoy the style of videos that I do, and that's fine. My audience isn't going to be everyone, just like any of you. So, that's just something I feel that I should do. And that's just, basically, and sometimes Melissa gets mad at me. I'm probably need to slow down on the social media a little bit, because, in the morning when I'm having my coffee, I'm on Twitter and I'm retweeting and I'm sharing and I'm looking at videos and I'm seeing who has a new one. And there's so many I need to catch up on still. And when I'm on break at work, I'm on there tweeting. When I'm on lunch at work, I'm on there tweeting. When I get home and I take care of all of my stuff, I'm back on Twitter, and I'm trying to return the help that I've gotten from all of you. And I hope it's helping. The support is so much appreciated. Like there are no words. I can't even put it into words. It's just amazing. One of these, I feel like, I'm going to wake up one morning and all my subs will be gone, or they were never real or something, or I never got, here that way. So thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to everyone who shares my stuff, watches my stuff, recommends my stuff, shouts me out. It really is tweeting and cheating. Heck no. Nope, that is not me. yeah, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat the system. If I grow a huge subscriber base, fine. If I never do, if this is where it ends, I will still make videos until I can't, or I don't know. I try and picture myself, 10 years from now. Will I still be doing this 10 years from now? I mean, I hope so. But yeah, no, I don't want to get there any other way than people enjoying my content and then those people sharing that to other people that they think might like it. So to go back, I'm talking so much I need some water. To go back to what you said, Bubba, about going to a cemetery. So I'm going to tell you a quick story. Some of you might find this strange, but I find like old cemeteries, or any cemeteries that have like a section that has really old, really old headstones. Like, I think those are so cool, and it makes me think of the history and what did that person do? You see some that say, they died in the 1800s or whatever, and it's like, what was life like for them then, in this area or wherever you happen to be at? Well, this was, this was way before I was on here, and bye vlogger, I know it's late. I know it's late by you. I'm not going to say Denise is still hanging in there. She's in the same time zone, but whatever. No, I probably won't be here much longer either, because I actually have to go pick up Melissa from work. But I want to finish this story for Bubba mostly, and you, Mike, since I know you'll probably enjoy this story. So I was at a cemetery. It was an old cemetery back in Illinois, and I was taking pictures of old headstones, and I remember holding my camera up. And I'm trying to remember what I did, but I was trying to get almost like a wide shot. The cemetery was kind of like on a hill. And so I was trying to get like a wide shot, and there was like a lone tree kind of in the middle of it. It wasn't a really big cemetery. And I remember looking, I think it was just my cell phone. I remember kind of looking up over the screen to kind of see what I was wanting. And I looked down at the screen, and as I kind of turned and looked away for something, I swear on the screen, I saw someone walking through the shot. And I was like, well, crap, I don't want anybody in my shot. So I looked up, and there was nobody there. There was nobody walking. And it's not like they could have walked behind something or, turned around a corner. So it was a wide open cemetery with just that one tree. There were trees around, behind me and around the edges, but that lone tree where I saw them walking was out in the middle of nowhere. It couldn't have actually been a person walking there and them have walked behind something, or it was, I did a double take. I know I saw someone walking on the screen, because I remember thinking, it was just me there, and there, it wasn't like I said, it was an old cemetery, so it's not like there were recent graves where people were coming to grieve, and so really there shouldn't have been really anybody there. So I was like, well, why is somebody, and just nothing. I wish I had been recording when that happened, but I wasn't, because I was trying to take a picture. So I wasn't recording anything. I was just getting ready to take a picture, and I saw something moving across the phone screen, and when I looked to see who was there, there was nothing there. So that was probably one of my good ghost stories. But I always have wanted to go ghost hunting, or go into some creepy place, or get a night vision camera to go in, and flashlights and the whole deal. I've always wanted to do that. I know part of me, it freaks me out and I get scared, but at the same time, it's like a good kind of scared. Your heart rate gets up, and then when, it's that suspense, and then either something happens and you totally lose it, or, you get like your heart rate going and you get your adrenaline going, and then at the end it's like, when it's over, it's like, okay, you calm down, but it's just such a rush. So one of these times I want to do something like that, like go to a cemetery at night, or go to a bring diapers, go to a cemetery at night, or go to somewhere that's known to be haunted and see if anything happens. Because I've had things happen that I know somehow something, there's too much out there in the world for some of that to not, be true. So if I could actually capture something like on tape, I think that would be like the greatest thing ever. All right, let me catch up on comments, because again, I'm looking at the camera. I know Vlogger left. Let's see. Oh, I see now. At home tweeting instead of out there cheating. Oh, that's funny. That's one thing though I've never been, and I would never do that. All right, Vlogger went to sleep because she was tired. Just don't wear an extra tight shirt like the other ghost hunters. Or should I get the frosty tips like the dude from Ghost Adventures, Zach? Doesn't he got the frosty tips? I haven't watched it. I used to love that show. I haven't watched it because I don't have traditional TV. I just have all the streaming services. So some of those channels you don't get unless you have a cable subscription. Viral. What, the frosty tips, or if I wore brown pants? That would be funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to dye my hair. I start, just turned 40. I got the couple of grays coming in. I don't know. They say your hair stuff is passed down to you from your mom's side of the family. I'm hoping that's not true. My dad passed at an early age, but he passed at 52. But until 52, he did not have one gray hair, and he had all his hair, and I still have all my hair. So I hope that I got it from my dad's side. Oh, yeah, if I captured someone or something? Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So one of these days, I don't know, I'm going to have to do it. Mike, I got to say, you scared the crap out of me when you shaved your beard off. I've done that before. I've had to shave my beard off for work. I still have to do that. I think I said that in my last live stream, that I'd post a picture of myself without a beard, and see what kind of comments I get. I've only had to shave it a handful of times. And I've basically had one since I got out of the military back in 1998. I had, for the most part, I had just a goatee. And just recently I started going with kind of the full face beard. And yeah, I had to shave it off about 3 years ago completely, because I had to be fitted for a respirator for one day of work. And since then, it has not come off my face. I did try for a while growing out my goatee. That sucker got about that long. And then it just started annoying the crap out of me, so I shaved it back all down. And then not too long after that, I started growing the full beard. So, all right. It is 9:15. I know it's late for a lot of you. I know Denise and Mike are way out on the East Coast there. I have to go pick up Melissa from work in a little bit. I just wanted to jump on here. I will make a final decision this weekend if Fridays or which day, but I think I'm definitely going to set a regular live stream schedule. That way I can put it out there and I'll just keep promoting it. So that way everybody knows it's going to be on a certain day at a certain time. I might also put a poll out there, because I know a lot of you guys especially you regular supporters. A lot of you guys seem to be out on the East Coast. So I'd also want to kind of do it when it's convenient for you guys too, because I know you like to watch and I know you want to come say hi and all that. And I like interacting with you guys and saying hello. So I might put out something on Twitter and maybe in the Facebook group if I do start doing a regular live stream. What would be, obviously I'm not going to be able to please everyone, but like kind of put it out there of, what times would be good that you'd probably be able to watch. Not that I usually take them down. So far, all the ones I've done, I've left up. So, if for some reason I needed to take it down or whatever, but it's not like, people can't come back and watch it later. So I might do that. I'm going to try and put out a final decision or make a decision this weekend. I might put that poll out there. I think my poll on the tutorial videos ends tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. So that would be 1 p.m. all the way for you Eastern time folks out there. So go vote if you haven't. I'm basically asking what kind of tutorial video you'd want me to do. As far as it will be a beginner's tutorial, it's not going to be an advanced tutorial. So if there's anything that you guys have a question on, because I get a lot of DMs and stuff, people asking me, hey, how do I do this? Or, I've noticed people having problems and I'm trying to help them. So, so far drones is winning. People are wanting me to do a basic tutorial on drones because it seems like a lot of people are interested in getting them that haven't used them for their vlogs yet or their videos. So far that's winning. And I do have one vote for doing a tutorial on being awesome. So that might be a secondary video to the drones. So on that note, I just want to say again, thank you everyone. Denise, let's see who's still here. Bubba, Denise, and Mike, are you still here? Who's still here? Because I'm going to shout out you guys first. Let's see who's still here. Bubba, Denise, Mike. See, that's so weird. On my laptop, it says that there's 2 people watching. Same thing on my phone. It says there's 2 people watching. Anywho, all right, so you 3... I know, Mike, you're all over Twitter retweeting my stuff. Bubba always shows up on my live streams and a bunch of other people's live streams. Denise, you're all over my Twitter also. So to you 3 that are still here, I will say thank you so much first. And to everyone else who might watch this later, Vlogger, I love you too. You left, you went to bed. So you get a secondary shout out. And to everyone else, like I don't even know if I could make a list. So hopefully everyone who is helping me watches this later. I can't say thank you enough. It means so much. So on that note, I am going to call this live stream quits. And hopefully I'm not going to reveal anything because I'm not sure how this weekend's going to go. But I might have something tomorrow for a video. If not, I might actually work on the script for the drone video. So I'm not sure. So we shall see how tomorrow goes. And if it goes well, then that'll end up as part of my new video. If not, then I will work on the drone video. So until the next live stream, I will see you guys out there on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. And thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.